A Drivers' World Championship lost, but Mercedes are still the constructor kings of Formula 1. It was an up and down season for Toto Wolff, Lewis Hamilton and Valtteri Bottas, with the full range of emotions on display to say the least, as they tussled on and off the track with Red Bull Racing. But here at GPFans is our look back at 2021 from the point of view of the reigning Constructors champions. Hamilton shows class in defeat. It may not have been a title-winning year for Lewis Hamilton, but the Briton did become the first Formula 1 driver to hit 100 wins. He was on top form all year, perhaps as good as he's ever been, in order to hold on to the coattails of Max Verstappen. For 99% of the season-ending race in Abu Dhabi, it looked like he would clinch title number 8, and whilst he has been silent ever since, his interview directly after the race was as classy as ever, as both drivers had been throughout the year. The 2021 season also saw Hamilton continue his important work off the track through various charity and societal projects, ensuring Formula 1 and the wider world are better places. The talent is undoubtedly still there. We just await to hear whether Hamilton will be back for 2022. Bottas proves pivotal in critical role. Last season was not Valtteri Bottas' greatest as a Mercedes driver by any stretch of the imagination. But what the Finn did do was just enough. Lining the two teams up, it was Bottas' consistent podium scoring that gave Mercedes the Constructors' Championship for the fifth and final time, with Hamilton and the Finn as the partnership. When the team needed him to perform with Hamilton out of the equation due to penalties, he did. A Brazilian sprint victory to limit damage to Verstappen, and a quite stunning drive at the Turkish Grand Prix where he displayed a dominance you would associate with one of the top two drivers. Bottas was a fantastic servant for Mercedes, and despite some shaky moments, ultimately performed exactly how he needed to. A new dawn now awaits him with Alfa Romeo. Strategy setbacks sees the title slip through fingers. A big factor in Mercedes losing one of its two titles was what seemed to be an inability to cope with Red Bull's strategic nous. This is all the more staggering when considering it was Mercedes who drew first blood with a strategic move in Bahrain and followed up with a second blow in Spain. But from there on in, Red Bull seemed able to back Mercedes into corners easily, with the silver arrows perhaps too conservative for their own good. The out-of-character decisions were highlighted by Hamilton lining up for a restart alone in Hungary as Mercedes decided not to switch from intermediates to slicks. Continuous development and ability to adapt. After a horrific week of testing in Bahrain, as teams adapted to aerodynamic changes, it looked as though Red Bull would be able to comfortably beat Mercedes in 2021. Yet, the Silver Arrows were able to extract the best from a bad package to win frequently in the opening stages of the year before Red Bull started to streak clear. But despite being supposedly handicapped by the aerodynamic changes, with a low-rake design concept, Mercedes was able to develop, adapt, and overcome issues to become a serious threat to its rival. In a season where development focus was shifting from one year to the next, such an achievement must not be overlooked. Red Bull has always been seen as the best of the best when it comes to in-season development. Perhaps Mercedes should be given some similar recognition. Mercedes power unit problems. One major downfall for Mercedes was the fallibility of its power unit. We have become accustomed to the Brixworth-built PU being an all-powerful machine in F1 with reliability and performance at the absolute peak of the field. Whilst the performance parity shared with Honda can be put down to improvements from the Japanese manufacturer, the spate of engine issues experienced throughout the year was borderline unacceptable. Hamilton and Bottas both took on multiple extra units, as did Williams, McLaren and Aston Martin, who also used the PU. The new 2022 unit was teased on the team's social media channel as an early Christmas gift to fans. It has to be a whole lot better than its predecessor for Mercedes to continue their challenge into the new era of Formula 1. So that's Mercedes in 2021 recapped. A cracking moment for the constructor, a disappointing season though for Lewis Hamilton. And the future is certainly going to be different with Hamilton and George Russell at the helm. But is there anything we left off our review of last season? Well, just let us know in the comments section below. And of course, hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with all the content we produce here at GPFans.